When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University,
University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
From the Charger Dome at Carroll High School, welcome to the 2019 Indiana High School Athletic Association Wrestling Sectionals on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Jim Measel. We have Thad Goff directing today. Joe Hacker's on the camera. And we're getting ready for the championship round of this year's sectional tournament being hosted once again by Carroll. We're going to meet the wrestlers who'll be competing in the championship matches. So let's go down to our public address announcer, Brett Windmiller, for the championship round ceremony.
Sectional wrestling tournament. The top 4 place winners in each weight class will move on to next week's regional tournament held here at Carroll High School. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I direct your attention to mat number 1. Let's now meet our championship bout participants. Weighing in 106 pounds from Huntington North with a record of 31-4, Brady Lewis. And from Garrett with a record of 26-5, Colton Weimer. 113 pounds from Huntington North with a record of 34 wins and only 1 loss, Preston Hoyt. And from Carroll with a record of 16-9, Julian Hill. 120 pounds with a record of 28-4 from Garrett Chandler Shear. And from Huntington North with a record of 15-4, Darren Kuehl. 126 pounds, his record 21-8 from Carroll, and then Ulrich. And from Columbia City with a record of 24-8, Jared Forrester. 132 pounds from Carroll, a record of 18-0, Owen Driver. And from Huntington North, his record of 25-6, Ricky Hall. 138 pounds from Carroll with a record of 27-5, Reese Schrock. And from Bishop Langer, record of 21-10, Michael Chipman. 145 pounds, record of 27-8 from Carroll, Scotty Saylor. And from Bishop Langer with a record of 30 wins and 4 losses, Michael Garrett. 152 pounds from Carroll. Record is at 34-1. Ethan Higgins. And from Huntington North with a record of 31-4, Cody McHugh. 160 pounds with a record of 31-2 from Columbia City, Jackson Pettigrew. And from Eastside, his record at 25-10, Trayvon McKinley. 170 pounds, record 29-3 from Garrett Clayton Fielding. And a record of 21-12 from Carroll, Matt Lupper. 182 pounds, record 25-5 from Garrett Austin Leach. And from Columbia City with a record of 11-11, Solomon Barrera. 195 pounds. His record, he's from Huntington North, stands at 33-1. Charlie Agnew. And from Carroll with a record of 20-8, Alan Lodge. 220 pounds. From Huntington North, his record at 24-8, Christian Brown. And from Eastside with a record of 21-10, Keegan Miller.
All right, Brett Windmiller introducing the participants here in the championship round of the Carroll Sectional. Today's broadcast being brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. And Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. The 106-pound championship match is underway. We have Brady Lewis from Huntington North, Colton Weimer from Garrett. Lewis only had to win one match today as he had a couple of forfeits in the first two rounds. He scored a 4-0 decision in the semifinals over Xander Horde from Cherubusco. Weimer with a close 10-8 decision in the semifinals to get here as he defeated Elliot Cornwell from Bishop Dwenger in the semifinals. No scoring yet. We've gone through 30 seconds. And we've gone through 40 seconds here. Again, this is Colton Weimer from Garrett. He has a record of 27-5. Brady Lewis from Huntington North with a record of 32-4 thus far. The other matches at 106 as they go off the mat, and we'll come back to center. In the third place match, it's Elliot Cornwall from Bishop Dwenger taking on Xander Horde from Cherubusco. And for fifth place, Dakota Crocker is facing Alan Maggard. Maggard is from Columbia City. And Crocker is from Concordia. Got a near fall situation here now, as we have 30 seconds to go in the first period. This is the 106-pound championship match. Brady Lewis against Colton Weimer. Lewis from Huntington North. Weimer from Garrett. And Lewis with a 5-0 lead as the first period comes to an end. So Lewis with a 5-0 lead over Weimer after the opening period, getting a takedown and a near fall situation. Lewis scoring a takedown to take a 2-0 lead, and then he got a 3-point near fall, and he's in command right now, 5-0 as the second period is underway. Lewis is in the red. Again, this is the 106-pound championship match. The top four in each weight class move on to the regionals next Saturday here at Carroll. We'll give you the team score as we enter the championship round, and there's 2 more points for Lewis. He opens up a 7-0 lead now. Carroll's in first place, and they have 10 finalists by our count. So Carroll's on their way to winning the sectional championship. They have a nearly 40-point lead over Huntington North. The Chargers in first place, 208.5 points, followed by Huntington North at 167. Columbia City is third at 138, and Garrett in fourth place at 136.5. Halfway through this match, and it's been all Brady Lewis thus far, the junior in control, leading 7-0. Weimer's a sophomore, and Lewis has not given Weimer any room to move here. He had a 5-0 lead after the first period, got a 2-point takedown and a 3-point near fall. And then he added to his total with a 2-point takedown here in the second period. Clock shows 25 seconds to go in the second period. Lewis in control, leading 7-0. And off the mat they go. So we'll come back to the middle with 21 seconds to go in the second period. Brady Lewis of Huntington North in firm control of this match, leading Colton Weimer of Garrett 7-0. Lewis looking for his 33rd victory of the season. And he remains in control as the seconds wind down here in the second period. He almost ended the match in the first period, got a 3-point near fall. And the second period comes to an end, and Brady Lewis of Huntington North has a 7-0 lead over Colton Weimer of Garrett. Again, I'd like to thank everybody here at Carroll High School for their hospitality. Great job as always, and we'll be back here next Saturday for the regionals. We got Dwenger, Carroll, Cherubusco, Columbia City, Concordia, Eastside, Garrett, Huntington North, Northrop, and Whitko here at the Carroll sectionals today. And obviously this sectional will feed into the Carroll regional next Saturday. The teams from the New Haven sectional will be feeding into the Carroll regional. And at New Haven, you got among the teams there Snyder, the champions of the SAC from last week. Also Lourdes, Heritage, Homestead, Leo, New Haven, Northside, Southside, Wayne, and Woodland. Still a 7-0 lead for Brady Lewis as you've been watching here. He remains in control of this match, not allowing Weimer to get anything going. And the clock winds down to 1:13 to go in the match. Weimer desperately now trying to get something together. As it's starting to get late, we're down to a minute. Lewis on top, 7-0. Very impressive performance by the junior from Huntington North. Under a minute to go now. And he keeps Weimer on the mat. Down to 48 seconds. Really a workman-like performance here by Lewis. He almost got Weimer over on his back. Down to 40 seconds. But I would imagine with a 7-0 lead, Lewis, while trying to maybe put together a pinning combination, is going to be very careful here and not do anything silly. He tries to go behind him now, and they go off the mat, and we're down to 27 seconds. It remains 7-0. There's been no scoring here in the third period. Lewis took control in the opening period, grabbing a 5-0 lead. He added 2 points in the second. No scoring here in the third. And not a whole lot of time left. Down to 18 seconds. Looks like the other matches here at 1:06 are done. So it looks like we're going to go to 1:13 right after this match is over. And Brady Lewis from Huntington North riding out the last few seconds. He's got himself a sectional championship here at Carroll. Lewis the winner, 7-0 over Colton Weimer. And before we go to 113 pounds, let's tell you that the world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. Let's move on now to 113 pounds. And at 113, Preston Tesh from Huntington North. Julian Hicks on the mat. His opponent, Julian Hicks from Carroll, one of 10 Chargers in the championship finals. And a quick 2-0 lead for Tesh. He's a sophomore. He scored a pin at 123 in the semifinals over Austin Dunnick from Columbia City. Hicks advanced with a 9-2 decision in the semifinals over Keegan McComb of Garrett. Hicks is a freshman. And with his victory in the semifinals, he is now 17-9. Preston Tesh has put together an impressive season for Huntington North. And he now has a record of 35-1. And it's 8-0 for Preston with 40 seconds to go in the first period. He's on top right now. Hicks is on the bottom. This is the 113-pound championship final at the Carroll Sectionals. Now down to 25 seconds. And Tesh tries to get Hicks over again. Down to 17 seconds. Tesh got a 2-point takedown to start the match and then recorded back-to-back 3-point near falls and another 3-point near fall. Makes the score 11-0. As the time is winding down here, he may get some more points as the clock expires. And it's 14-0. What an impressive opening period for Preston Tesh from Huntington North. And I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that young man's name correctly. So 14-0. Hicks will be on top here to start the second period. Again, the top three, or rather the top four in each weight class, move on to the regionals next week. Tesh trying to get the 1-point escape. Not quite there. And Tesh now, will he get the reverse? He did, 16-0. And with that, the match is over. And your sectional champion is Preston Tesh from Huntington North. So we have a break in the action here. No, we don't have a break in the action. No, okay, we still got one match going on over there. Well, why don't we take a break here, and we'll come back with the 106-pound ceremony following this timeout.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
All right, back here at Carroll. Jim Measle here, along with our SummitCitySports.com crew. Thad Goff directing, Joe Hacker on camera. We're still at 113 pounds, and we have one match that's now going into the third period. That's the third place match between Austin Dunnick from Columbia City and Keegan McComb, a sophomore from Garrett. So while they finish up their match, which is tied at 2 entering the final period, let's recap what happened at 106. Again, the winner at 106 pounds on a 7-0 decision was Brady Lewis of Huntington North over Colton Weimer of Garrett. The third place match was won by Elliot Cornwell from Bishop Dwenger as he recorded a fall at 4:24. And for fifth place, a major decision scored by Columbia City's Alan Maggart as he defeated Dakota Crocker from Concordia 13-2 in the fifth place match. So you're up to speed now on 106 pounds. We're working our way through the 113-pound matches, and after this match concludes, we'll have the ceremony for the 106-pounders here. We can, well, they have not updated the team score here on WrestleTrack or TrackWrestling.com. So again, Carroll with a sizable lead over Huntington North in the team standings. The Chargers at 208.5 in first place heading into the championship round. Huntington North was second at 167. Columbia City was third at 141. Garrett fourth now at 136.5. Okay, they just updated them. As I look at my Chromebook here. And again, Carroll in command. And now we have a stoppage in this match here at 113 pounds. Again, this is the third place match. Keegan McComb from Garrett and Austin Dunnick from Columbia City tied at 2, and they have 1:04 remaining in regulation. Apparently a blood situation, and whatever problem there was, it's been corrected. So that match is going down to the wire. Glad you're with us today here on SummitCitySports.com. Off the mat, there you go, and we're down to 56 seconds, still tied 2-2. And you get the feeling the next guy to get some points is going to win this match. A very tight match between McComb and Dunnick. Heading into the sectionals, Dunnick had a record of 19-19. McComb had a record of 18-10. Down to 45 seconds. Nobody close to scoring any points yet. Now we're down to 35 seconds. This match could go overtime here the way they're going. This is for third place. Keegan McComb from Garrett, Austin Dunnick from Columbia City. 120-pound matches will be following this. Right now all eyes are on this particular match. Almost got him over on the shoulders. And we're down to 10 seconds. Close to going off the mat. They're off the mat. We're down to 8 seconds. No scoring. Dunnick got a 2-point reversal to take a 2-0 lead in the second period. And then McComb recorded a 2-point reversal later in the second period, and that's the way it's been since that time. 2 seconds, 1 second, and this one ends regulation tied at 2, so we're going to go overtime. There was a warning for stalling issued, so keep that in mind on Dunnick. So he's going to have to be careful now. We're into overtime. 1 minute overtime period, tied at 2. Down to 40 seconds now here in this overtime period. Quite an exciting third place match here at 113 pounds. Both guys scrapping hard. No scoring yet. Not yet. Referee taking a close look at it. Coaches are getting excited for both guys, and there it is. McComb gets the 2-point takedown to win the match 4-2 in overtime. All right, now let's go to our PA announcer, Brent Whitmiller, for the 106-pound ceremonies.
IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectional Champion from Huntington North,
All right, before we move on to the 120-pound match, let's tell you that the University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment in select programs and 100% pass rates on many license exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. Visit sf.edu. 120-pound championship match underway. And a good scrap here in the first 10 seconds or so. This is Chandler Shearer from Garrett. He's got the green strap, facing Darren Kuhl from Huntington North, who has the red strap. And Shearer grabs the early 2-0 lead. And a lot of action in the first 30 seconds. These two guys are going right after one another. But it's Shearer with the early edge. Shearer has scored 2 pins today. So his record right now for this season, 30 wins and 4 losses. He's a junior. Kuhl's a senior, and Shearer's got him over, almost got those shoulders down. And that's a 3-point near fall for Shearer, and he has opened up a 5-0 lead in the first minute of this match. Darren Cool, a senior from Huntington North. He recorded a 6-2 decision in the semifinals over IHSAA Litherland. Still 5-0 lead for sure. Cool earlier had a pin. So 2 victories for him on this day, improving his record to 17-4. 25 seconds to go in the opening period. And Chandler Shearer with a 5-0 lead. Getting a 2-point takedown and a 3-point near fall. And he's got him in trouble again. 10 seconds to go in the period. Can Cool hang on? 5 seconds. Let's see if there's near fall points here as the first period comes to an end. Yes, there are near fall points for Shearer, and that builds his lead to 8-0. So we move on to period number 2. Shearer will be on top. Cool is on the bottom to start the second period. And a big first period for Chandler Shearer from Big Train Country in Garrett. And now 8-1 as Cool gets his first point of the match. 1:40 to go in the second period. Shearer is in the gray singlet. Cool's in the red. 1:30 remaining in the second period. 8-1 favors Shearer. He's going for more points, trying to get a takedown. Cool blocks him for now. Down to 1:17. And nobody in control right now. That's what you call a stalemate. Again, it was an 8-0 lead for Shearer after the first period. Cool was on the bottom to start the second and got an escape for his first point. So 8-1. Favor Chandler Shearer of Garrett as we wind down to 50 seconds remaining in the second period. This is the 120-pound championship final at the Carroll Wrestling Sectionals for 2019. Hope you're enjoying the action on SummitCitySports.com. We'll be right back again next Saturday for the regionals at the Charger Dome. Another stalemate is called, and we go back to center. 35 seconds remaining in the second period. Cool getting a little bit more aggressive now. Trying to put something together on Shearer, and he gets a 2-point takedown. So Cool closes the gap. It's now 8-3. Shearer's lead is down to 5 points. As Cool slowly but surely gets his way back into this match. Trying to rally from an 8-0 deficit. He has trimmed 3 points off of that deficit. As the second period winds down. Third place match going on. It's IHSAA Litherland, freshman from Columbia City, against Dominic Heath, a junior from Cherubusco. Heath with a 4-1 lead as that second period just ended. Heath on top 4-1 in the third place match. Now the third period of the championship match underway. Chandler Shearer leading Darren Cool 8-3, and Cool gets 2 more points and cuts Shearer's lead down to 8-5. So this match is getting very interesting. 1:40 to go in the match. Can Cool come all the way back from an 8-0 deficit? Shearer got off to a great start, almost got a pin. In fact, he almost got 2 pins, but Cool has really dug in here. The senior from Huntington North fighting back after falling behind 8-0. Shearer, junior from Garrett, and it's either a stalemate or a dangerous hold called here. I believe that's a dangerous hold, and Shearer a bit shaken up. And they're going to give a point to Shearer, it looks like. Or did he point? No, Shearer got a point there. Cool getting a 2-point takedown to cut the lead to 8-5, but now Scherer is given a point for an escape, we're told. All right. It's a 1-point escape for Scherer. And he's got a 9-5 lead, and Kuhl comes right back with 45 seconds to go in the match. No points awarded here. Not yet. They're right at the edge of the mat. He got him over. Kuhl got him over. And that's a 2-point reversal. It's now 9-7. 30 seconds to go. Kuhl trying to pull off a tremendous comeback here after falling behind 8-0. He scores a 2-point takedown to cut Scherer's lead to 9-7. Under 20 seconds to go now, and they're off the mat. That stops the clock with 17 seconds to go. This will give Kuhl a chance perhaps to score a takedown. No, it won't give him a chance. They'll go to the referee's position. Scherer on the bottom, Kuhl on top. Thought for a moment he's going to let him escape, but tries to put something together. 10 seconds to go. Kuhl's had a tremendous comeback here, but it looks like he's going to run out of time, and Scherer's going to hold on for a 9-7 victory at 120 pounds. Chandler Scherer from Garrett winning a thriller at 9-7 over Darren Kuhl from Huntington North. All right, we still got a match going here at 120, so why don't we step aside to take a break? We'll come back with more from the Carroll Wrestling Sectionals. That match is over. I'm sorry. They had the wrong period up there. Let's go to the award ceremony instead for 113 pounds.
Sixth place from Bishop Dwanger, Andrew Wynn. Fifth place from Eastside, Connor Lauer. Fourth place from Columbia City, Austin Dunnock. Third place from Garrett, Keegan McComb. Your runner-up from Carroll, Julian Hicks. And your 2019 IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectional 113-pound champion from Huntington North, Preston Toy. 126.
All right, 126 pounds as we roll right along here. 126-pound championship match. Evan Orick from Carroll with the green strap. Jarrett Forrester from Columbia City. He's got the red strap. Couple of sophomores battling at 126 pounds. Orick recording a pair of major decisions today, so his record is 23-8. Forrester got a pin in the quarterfinals and a decision in the semifinals, so his record is now 26-8 against a couple of sophomores, and Orick grabs an early 2-0 lead. He's in the blue and white. Forrester is on the bottom from Columbia City. 126-pound championship match here at the Carroll Wrestling Sectionals, and a stalemate is called, so we'll go back to the center. Forrester will be on the bottom. Orick is on top. Orick with a 2-0 lead here with a minute gone in this 126-pound championship match. He rolled Forrester over, but could not get a pinning combination going. Clock is down to 43 seconds. Evan Orick from Carroll. 2-0 lead. Thanks to the first takedown of this match. Now we're down to 25 seconds. Orick still in control, and while we have a bit of a lull in this particular match, let's get you up to speed on some other results. Let's go back to 113 pounds as Preston Tesh was the winner there at 113. By the way, at McComb from Garrett won the third place match. And also at 113 pounds, in the fifth place match, that was won by Connor Lowell from Eastside as he scored a pin to get the victory there. All right, back to the 126-pound final we go. Carroll's Evan Orick with a 2-0 lead over Columbia City's Jarrett Forrester. Right now, Forrester, the man on top, trying to get Ulrich over, trying to drive that shoulder. Almost, but no points awarded here. And who's got who? Nothing happening as right now as far as points are concerned. Forrester working on Ulrich's ankle. Past the halfway point of this match, a minute 20 to go in the second period. And Evan Ulrich still holding on to a 2-0 lead in the 126-pound final. Again, there's a pair of sophomores here. Evan Ulrich from Carroll, Jarrett Forrester from Columbia City. And another stalemate is called. So we're down to a minute 4 to go in the second period. Still 2-0 favor Ulrich as he adjusts the headgear before getting back in the final. Back to the referee's position we go. And Ulrich tries to stand up and get the escape, but Forrester puts him right back to the mat as we go under a minute to go in this second period. Ulrich holding on to a 2-0 lead. Carroll with the lead in the team standings, 212 points for the Chargers. Huntington North is second, 176.5. Garrett is third, 142.5. Columbia City fourth with 141. In fact, let's run down the rest of the team scoring here. Bishop Dwenger is fifth with 119.5. East Side is sixth with 95, followed by Cherubusco with 85 points. Concordia's in eighth place with 42. Northrop ninth with 39.5, and Whitgo 10th with 4 points. Back we go now. Still 2-0 as the second period comes to an end. So 2 minutes to go in this match. This is a 126-pound championship match. You know, when you hit the wrong thing on your computer, you really get messed up. There we go. Now we're back to the live scoring. Only took about 5 or 6 clicks there. My computer-savvy co-workers, Thad and Joe, are smiling and laughing at that. 1:23 to go in the match. And Evan Ulrich from Carroll still with a 2-0 lead over Jarrett Forrester. The only scoring in this match came in the first period when Ulrich scored a 2-point takedown. That's been it. It's been one of those matches. Neither guy's been able to get any sort of offense going, and we're under a minute to go now. Almost to the point of another stalemate. A referee looking closely. Yep, stalemate is called. 49 seconds. We've had several stalemates in this match. Standing position as we restart the match and the clock continues to run. We're down to 42 seconds. Starting to get late for Jarrett Forrester. He's got to put something together here. He needs to score a takedown to tie this match up. Ulrich with 30 seconds to go, maintaining his 2-0 lead. Down to the mat they go. They get back up. 20 seconds remaining. Forrester's time is running low, down to 15 seconds. Ulrich going for a leg. Down to 10 seconds. And it looks like Ulrich's going to hold on and win this match. Down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and Evan Ulrich wins the sectional championship at 126 pounds. A 2-0 decision. And now let's go to the podium for the 120-pound ceremony.
Fifth place from Carroll, Luke Nichols. Fourth place from Columbia City, Isaiah Litherland. Third place from Cherubusco, Dominic Peak. Your runner-up from Huntington North, Darren Kuehl. And your 2019 IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectional Champion from Garrett, Chandler Shear. Right now on the mat, 132 pounds. Mat 1, championship from Carroll, Owen Kleiner. From Huntington North, Ricky Hott. Your third place bout on mat.
All right, we're up to 132 pounds. And at 132, we have Owen Kreider from Carroll against Ricky Hott from Huntington North. Kreider's got the green, Hott's got the red. No scoring yet as we've gone through 20 seconds. Kreider has recorded 2 victories today, a pin and a decision. So he is 20-0 entering this match for the season. Hott today has a pin and a decision, so 2 victories for him. And that improves his record to 27-6. And Hott gets the first points of the match on that takedown. 50 seconds gone in the first period. And Ricky Hott with a 2-0 lead. Again, Carroll leading the team standings with 212 points. Huntington North second at 176.5. Garrett third, 142.5. Columbia City fourth, 141. 45 seconds now as Kreider gets a point. 2-1. Hott with the lead. He got the first takedown of the match, and Kreider just scored a 1-point escape. And stalemate is called with 30 seconds to go, so we'll come back to the center and we'll get things going again. 132-pound championship at the Carroll Wrestling Sectionals. Hope you're enjoying the action on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Jim Measle. Thad Goff is directing. Joe Hacker on the camera. And a takedown for Kreider as he goes ahead 3-2 with just over 10 seconds to go in the first period. Kreider with a 2-point takedown, taking a 3-2 lead after 1. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Meal to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmeal.com, request your virtual quote, use the code Summit City for 15% off all power washing services today. Second period underway in this 132-pound championship match. Owen Kreider from Carroll with a 3-2 lead. And he gets credited with an escape. An escape for Kreider. And he builds his lead to 5-2. So Kreider has scored 5 straight points after Hott opened the match with a 2-point takedown. Kreider got a 1-point escape, then got a 2-point takedown right before the end of the first period. And here in the second, he has recorded a 2-point takedown to build his lead to 5-2. And Kreider in control with 1:13 to go in the second period. Kreider on top, Hott on the bottom. Kreider a senior, as is Hott. And Kreider almost has something going there. We passed the halfway point of this match. And a possible near fall predicament here for Hott. He manages to get out of it, but Kreider will get some near fall points, it looks like. I thought the referee was going to come up with some near fall points. He had the count going. Hott almost came up with a reversal. Referee looking closely. Boy, he's driving that shoulder down. Hott is trying to bridge out of that. 27 seconds to go in the second period. Kreider trying to drive that shoulder, and he got him. Give that man 6 points. Owen Kreider gets the pin for Carroll. So the 132-pound championship goes to Owen Kreider. We got a bit of a break in the action. Why don't we step aside for a bit? Back with more from the Carroll Wrestling Sectionals in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
All right, welcome back to Carroll, everybody, and we're back in time for the 126-pound ceremony. Again, our PA announcer, Brett Whitmiller. All right, before we move on to 138, I guess we got a replay of that last pin in the 132-pound match. So why don't we, if you got it ready to go there, you can watch Owen Kreider score that pin at 132. He got close a couple of times and finally got Ricky Holt's shoulders on the mat. 138-pound championship match now. We have Michael Tippmann from Bishop Dwenger, a sophomore, against Reese Schrock from Carroll. Schrock has got the green, and Tippmann's got the red. And Tippmann again with the early 2-0 lead. 45 seconds deep in this match, and off the mat they go. Tippmann with the 2-point takedown to open things up. And he's on top. Schrock is on the bottom. Again, Schrock is a senior. Tippmann is a sophomore. Schrock today has recorded a pair of pins. So he's now 29-5 so far this season. Tippmann has won a pair of matches today to improve his record to 23-10. Tippmann still leading 2-0 with 49 seconds to go in the first period. Of course, Michael, a member of the Dwenger State Championship football team. 45 seconds to go in the opening period. Tippmann on top, Schrock on the bottom. Tippmann won the Summit Athletic Conference Championship last week. Well, Snyder, the team that won the SAC Championship last Friday, the sectional they're in at New Haven will feed into the Carroll Regionals next week. So that'll be very interesting to watch. Yes, perhaps it could come down to Carroll or Snyder for the team championship next week at the Regionals. We'll see. But it should be a very interesting matchup. And a 2-point takedown for Tippmann. He grabs a 4-1 lead now as the first period comes to an end. Tippmann, scoreboard says 4-2. Schrock was down 2-0, then scored a escape to cut the lead to 2-1. But now the board says 4-2. Tippmann leading Schrock. Tippmann on top, Schrock on the bottom to start the second period. Tippmann got a 2-point takedown to go up 4-1, and then Schrock got awarded a penalty point. So 4-2 favor Tippmann over Schrock. As we wind down to 1:35 to go in the second period. This is the 138-pound championship match. Schrock trying to get the reversal, but Tippmann puts him back down to the mat and remains in control. 1:20 remaining in the second period. Got two officials watching things over in this particular match. By the way, the officials working this sectional here today at Carroll. Let's mention those gentlemen. We have officiating today Tyrone Wilson, Michael Miller, Scott Giles, and Richie Hahn. We've gone through the halfway point of this match, and Schrock got the reversal, and we're tied now. Tied at 4. Nice reversal by Reese Schrock. There is an escape for Tippmann, and he goes back on top 5-4 as the action picks up now. 40 seconds to go in the second period. Tippmann 5, Schrock 4. This is a good one here for the championship at 138 pounds. And Tippmann gets a 2-point takedown to go back up 7-4. He is in control for now. Schrock stands up trying to get the 1-point escape. Can he? Tippmann gets him back down to the mat. And the clock winds down to 15 seconds to go in the second period. 10 seconds to go now. Michael Tippmann from Bishop Dwenger. Reese Schrock from Carroll. And it's 7-4 Tippmann with 7 seconds to go in the second period. We'll come back to the middle, go to the referee's position. Tippmann on top, Schrock on the bottom. Again, Schrock tries to stand up and get that quick 1 point, but Tippmann will not allow him to do that, and the second period comes to an end. Tippmann on top, 7-4 over Schrock. Tippmann led 4-2 after the first period, got a couple of takedowns. Schrock getting his points on an escape and on the penalty. And then a reversal for Schrock tied the match at 4. Tippmann got an escape to go back up 5-4 and then got a 2-point takedown and now has a 7-4 lead. We're into the third period. Reese Schrock's had a fine season for Carroll, but Michael Tippmann is really giving him a battle. Tippmann, again, the 145-pound champion in the Summit Athletic Conference. So, or rather, I'm sorry, I'm giving you the wrong information there. The actual... Tippmann won the championship at 138. Did I say 145? I'm sorry. Tippmann won the conference championship at 138. There's a 1-point escape for Tippmann. He now leads 8-4. 1:11 to go. These two guys are really getting after one another right now. Just over a minute to go in this match. Michael Tippmann 8, Reese Schrock 4. Schrock made a nice comeback here. In fact, had the lead, but Tippmann has been back in control and gets a 2-point takedown to go up 10-4 as we're down to 47 seconds. Schrock has got to get something together here in a hurry, down 10-4. Tippmann in control right now. Schrock almost got him over. Schrock, can he put something together here? Tippmann in a bit of trouble. Down to 25 seconds. Still 10-4 favor Tippmann. 20 seconds. And there's a 2-point reversal for Schrock. Cuts the lead to 10-6. Not a whole lot of time left. Sand is running out of in the hourglass. 9 seconds to go. Oh, what a move by Tippmann to get the 2-point escape. And that should wrap it up. It does. Michael Tippmann, the winner at 138 pounds on a 12-6 decision over Reese Schrock in a dandy of a match. All right, now to the podium for there is the 132-pound ceremony, and now we move up to 145 pounds, moving right along here. As we start the 145-pound match, we got Scotty Saylor from Carroll against Michael Garrett from Bishop Dwenger. This is the 145-pound final. Off the mat they go. We've gone 18 seconds. Garrett won a conference championship last week for the Dwenger Saints. No scoring yet in the first 25 seconds of this match. Saylor today has a pin in 21 seconds and a 9-3 decision. So his record is 29-8. Garrett has a technical fall and a decision. So he brings a 32-4 record into this 145-pound sectional championship match. Still no score. Saylor's a junior. Garrett is a senior. Getting close to going off the mat again, and they do. So we have wrestled for a minute. No scoring yet. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. And as I say that, we got a pinning situation here for Michael Garrett. He's got Saylor all tied up in knots. 2-point takedown. Close to a pin. This could be a 3-point near fall as well. Saylor stays alive, barely. Garrett trying to drive that shoulder, and he does. Scores the pin in 1 minute and 38 seconds. Michael Garrett with an impressive pinfall victory, his 33rd victory of the season. And 1:38, 1 minute 38 seconds. Garrett adds a sectional championship to his Summit Athletic Conference title that he won last week. Well, I was starting to say about Parkview Sports Medicine, I thought we could slip this in, but all of a sudden, Michael Garrett had other thoughts. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more. All right, we have other matches going on at 145. So I'll tell you what, why don't we step aside here? We'll come back with more from the IHSAA Wrestling Sectionals at Carroll following this timeout on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Charger Dome at Carroll High School. Jim Measle here, along with Thad Goff, our director, and our cameraman, Joe Hacker, bringing you the 2019 Carroll Wrestling Sectionals, the Indiana High School Athletic Association Carroll Wrestling Sectionals. As we're wrapping up the 145-pound round, let's go to the podium now, and let's have the honorees at 138 pounds.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the awards area. 138-pound place winner, 6th place from Huntington North, Michael Klein. 5th place from Eastside, Mason Fritz. Fourth place from Northrop, Kobe Walker. Third place is from Columbia City, Hunter Maggard. Your runner-up is from Carroll, Reese Schrock. And your 2019 IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectional Champion from Bishop Dwenger, Michael Tippman. 152 pounds.
Up to 152 pounds now. And we just had a very impressive pin at 145 pounds by Michael Garrett from Bishop Dwenger. If we can pull that up on the replay, we'll show it to you again. Michael Garrett, we mentioned last week, won a conference championship, won a Summit Athletic Conference championship at 145, and now he's a sectional champion at that weight class. So congratulations to Bishop Dwenger's Michael Garrett on scoring that pinfall. All right, we're up to 152 pounds now. And the contestants are Ethan Hicks from Carroll. He's got the green. Cody McCune from Huntington North. He's got the red. McCune in the red singlet and Hicks in the blue and white singlet. No scoring for the first 35 seconds of this 152-pound championship. Hicks is a senior. McCune is a junior. Right on the edge of the mat, and off they go right in front of the scorer's table there. Hicks has a pair of pins today, so he brings a very impressive record of 36-1 into this championship match. And it looked like he was going for a third pin there, but will settle for the 2-point takedown and grabs the 2-0 lead. McCune also with a pair of pins today, and his record a sparkling 33-4. So two very good wrestlers here at 152 pounds. Got a feeling they're going to meet somewhere down the line again as we work our way through the state tournament. And now we have an injury timeout with here at 152 pounds. McCune will need some attention. And he's got a bloody nose, so that's been taken care of. We'll resume this match with 1:01 remaining in the first period. Ethan Hicks scoring the first takedown of the match, leading Cody McCune 2-0. So these two guys combined have won 69 matches this year, and Hicks in control again. Another blood situation for McCune. He puts some gauze into his nose a few seconds ago, but yeah, he's got that head tilted back. That's when you get a bloody nose. And if you've ever had a bloody nose, you know what he's going through right now. So it's 4-0 Hicks. Hicks with a pair of takedowns in this opening period, controlling things thus far. And more attention to Cody McCune for Huntington North. And they have to wipe up the blood as well from the mat now. Well, at Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrative sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Once again, today's broadcast being brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's the last weekend of January, and boy, just ahead of us, we got the girls' tournament, basketball tournament, of course, the boys' tournament. Believe it or not, only about a month away, so getting to be an exciting time for high school sports in Indiana. And we'll have all the action for you here on SummitCitySports.com. Don't forget to log on to our website to find out what games we're going to be covering. So we have still an injury situation here for Cody McCune, unfortunately, for Huntington North. He's had a couple of stoppages for bloody noses. And now it looks like we're ready to resume with 48 seconds to go in the opening period. Ethan Hicks of Carroll leading McCune 4-0. McCune at the bottom. Hicks is on top. Hicks tries to get the escape. Or McCune tries to get the escape, and Hicks won't let him. Another bloody situation. And unfortunately for Cody McHugh now. That bloody nose just is not cooperating, and boy, I hate to see a matchup like this perhaps stop because of blood. This is an excellent matchup, as we mentioned earlier. Ethan Hicks with a record of 36-1 entering this match, and Cody McHugh at 33-4. So combined record of 69-5 in this championship match, and you want to see him wrestle it out to the finish, but McHugh now has been forced to stop for a bloody nose 3 times. And now he has to get that blood wiped off his arm. Well, this is tough. This is really a tough situation for McHugh, and the repairs have been made. And Hicks has to keep his focus as well. Don't forget about him, his opponent having all kinds of blood issues, and you got to keep your focus here. You can't let down. This is a pretty good guy you're up against. Hicks continues to control the action, leading 4-0. Oh my goodness, more problems for McHugh. This is the 4th stoppage for McHugh, and I tell you, they've tried everything, but they just cannot stop that blood. So they're still attending to McHugh's bloody nose, and the injury time is less than 2 minutes now. So when we have a bit of a break, let's recap the team standings. Carroll in first place with 222 points. Huntington North is second with 180.5. Columbia City third with 149. Garrett is fourth with 142.5. And we can run down the rest of the team scores here. Bishop Dwenger is in fifth place, 129.5. East Side is sixth at 103. Cherubusco seventh with 91 points. And in eighth place we have Concordia with 42 points. Northrop ninth with 39.5, and Whitco 10th with 8 points. So they are apparently now have fixed the situation. With McHugh's blood, unfortunately, the match has been stopped 4 times. They have done everything possible to stop the blood here. All right, now we resume action. 30 seconds to go here in this opening period. Ethan Hicks of Carroll with a 4-0 lead thanks to a couple of takedowns. And here we go again. Oh, you just got to feel bad for the kid. I mean, Cody McHugh, he's had a fantastic season, and here in the sectional championship match, he's having all kinds of issues with a bloody nose. And that has to be very, very frustrating for him. So, I tell you what, why don't we step aside here for a moment as they attend to the situation involving Cody McHugh, and we'll be back with more from the Carroll Wrestling Sectionals in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, the University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
All right, welcome back. Cody McHugh gamely continuing on despite a very bad bloody nose. We've had like 5 stoppages for the trainers to attend to that bloody nose. They've put like 2 wraps on it, and now Ethan Hicks for Carroll with a 4-0 lead gets 2 more points for a near fall to build his lead to 6-0. First period coming to an end. And now it's stopped with 1 second to go, and another blood situation for McCune. Oh, my goodness. Again, this is really a tough situation for the young man. I mean, it's now he's going to lay down. Maybe that will help things. Trainers are attending to him. And they just have not been able to stop that bloody nose, unfortunately. That's about half dozen times now he's tried to go over and get some assistance from the trainers. Well, at Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Big-Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big-Eyed Fish. The University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment in select programs and 100% pass rates on many license exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus located in the heart of Fort Wayne. Visit sf.edu. And give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Meal to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmeal.com. Request your virtual quote. Use the code Summit City for 15% off all power washing services today. Well, the first period finally ends with Ethan Hicks on top 6-0 over Cody McCune. Hicks from Carroll, McCune from Huntington North, and McCune will be on the bottom to start the second period. He's had a tough time with a bloody nose. He's had to get attention from the trainers about 6 times now. Meanwhile, for Hicks, he controlled that first period, scoring a takedown and a couple of near falls to build a 6-0 lead. McCune defers and takes the bottom, trying to get an escape here. Hicks holds on to him, and off the mat they go. So we'll come back to the middle, and we'll go back to the referee's position. Hicks maintains his control over McCune. Now trying to put something together, perhaps. Keeps driving him. Hicks has been the aggressor so far in this match. Well, whatever. And now another blood situation. Well, I was starting to say it looked like that the repairs this last time worked, but apparently not. And McCune has just not been able to stop that bloody nose. That's the bottom line. And the trainers are really working overtime to keep McCune's bloody nose in check. And he slams the headgear down, and this may be it. Yep, it looks like the match is going to be called here. Tough way to end it. McCune obviously frustrated, and Ethan Hicks is called the winner. All right, let's go back to the podium. And let's get the 145-pound place winners.
Carroll Wrestling Sectional Champion from Bishop Winger, Michael Garrett. 160
All right, we're up to 160 pounds now. Hope you're enjoying the action here from the IHSAA Wrestling Sectionals at Carroll on SummitCitySports.com. We'll be right back here next Saturday for the regionals. And then after that, the semi-states. All right, 160-pound championship match. We got Jackson Pettigrew from Columbia City taking on Eastside's Traven McKinley. Waiting for the scoreboard operator to get this next match up on the board here. Maybe a malfunction with the clock apparently, but whatever that problem was has been rectified and we're ready to go. Pettigrew from Columbia City. He has scored 2 pins today, so his record now 33-2 for the season. McKinley has recorded 2 pins as well. His record is 27-10. He's in the green. Pettigrew is in the gold. And this 160-pound championship match is underway. Nobody with an advantage yet. We've wrestled 20 seconds and they spin off the mat. A little bit of an early move there by McKinley, but the whistle had not been blown, so that's kind of like being offside, but there's no penalty for that. Now Pettigrew makes the move, grabs the leg, grabs McKinley's right leg, got him on the mat, and gets the 2-point takedown. And Pettigrew with the early advantage. Grabbing a 2-0 lead. He goes on top with 1:13 to go in the first period. Pettigrew's a junior. McKinley's a junior. And now it's a 4-0 lead for Pettigrew. As he got 2 points for a takedown and 2 more for a near fall. So Jackson Pettigrew from Columbia City in the gold. On top, leading 4-0 as we come down to 40 seconds in this opening period. McKinley trying to get to his feet, and Pettigrew let him go. Was that an escape? Apparently not. I thought for a moment Pettigrew let him go, but now he's got McKinley back on the mat. McKinley trying to get to his feet, and off the mat they go. So we're down to 19 seconds to go in the first period. Jackson Pettigrew from Columbia City leading Trevin McKinley from Eastside, 4-0. Pettigrew on top, McKinley on the bottom. Oop. McKinley a little bit too anxious there, so we'll do it all over. One of the officials talking to McKinley, right, telling him to calm down a little bit. Wait for the whistle. Under 10 seconds to go now in this first period. Jackson Pettigrew on top in the gold singlet, and he'll take a 4-0 lead into the second period. Again, the top 4 finishers in each weight class advance to the regionals next week. This sectional and the New Haven sectional will feed into the Carroll regionals. We started at 8 o'clock this morning. The gates open at 6:30. So there were some early alarm clocks for wrestlers around the Fort Wayne area this morning. It was a balmy 16 degrees outside when we got here, but it's nice and toasty warm inside of the Charger Fieldhouse this afternoon. 5-0 now. Pettigrew gets a 1-point escape. Gave point on a penalty to go up 5-0. Scores an escape to 8-1. Oh, what a move by Pettigrew. Getting McKinley to the mat, and now he has him in a pinning predicament here. Pettigrew leading 10-1 following that takedown. 1:15 to go in the second period. Pettigrew looking for the pin and trying to end this match. 160-pound sectional championship match. He is given 3 more points for a near fall. And his lead is 13-1. Getting close to a major decision here. And nice bridge by McKinley to get out of that pinning predicament for a moment. 50 seconds to go. 15-1. 1 more point for Pettigrew, and this match is over on the major decision. 40 seconds to go in the second. 15-1 is the score. And there's 2 points for a near fall, and that's it. Jackson Pettigrew, very impressive performance by Jackson Pettigrew for Columbia City, thoroughly dominating that match and winning the 160-pound championship 17-1. To the podium for the 152-pound ceremony.
Champion from Carroll.
All right, on the mats now, we got the 170-pound championship match. Clayton Fielden from Garrett facing Matt Lepper from Carroll. And a quick 2 points for the Railroader, Clayton Fielden. He's a junior. Lepper a sophomore. 2 pinfalls today for Fielden to improve his record to 31-3. Meanwhile, Lepper has a major decision as well as a decision. His record is 23-12 entering this match. And Fielden leading 4-2 now. A lot of action here in the first 45 seconds. And Fielden going for the pin. Can he get the pin here now? He does in just 54 seconds. Well, that didn't take long. His 3rd pin of the day. And that 3rd pin wins him a sectional championship at 170 pounds. Big smile on that young man's face. Well-earned smile, I must say. So that quick pin, we got other action going on at 170 pounds, so it may be a couple minutes before we get to the ceremony for the 160-pounders. And why don't we step aside for a bit? We'll come back with more from the IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectionals in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Welcome back to the IHSAA Wrestling Sectionals here at the Charger Dome at Carroll High School. Jim Measel here, along with Joe Hacker on the camera, Thad Goff directing. Good to see Joe again. Haven't seen him since football season. We're still working our way through the 170-pound matches. We just had a quick pin at 170 in the championship match. which was recorded by Clayton Fielden of Garrett, as he improved his record to 32-3 thanks to 3 pins today at the Carroll sectionals. We'll give you the team standings now. Carroll in first place with 230 points. Huntington North is second with 180.5. Columbia City third with 154.5. Garrett is fourth, just 2 points back at Columbia City for third, 152.5. So very close race between Columbia City and Garrett for third place here at the sectionals. Rounding out the team scores, in fifth place. In fifth place, we have Bishop Dwenger with 133.5. Eastside is sixth with 103. Cherubusco is seventh with 91. Concordia is eighth with 42 points. Northrop ninth with 41.5. Whitco 10th with 8 points. We are still working our way through the 170-pound matches here. Let's see if we can bring you up to speed. We got for third place, we got Henry Hilger from Bishop Dwenger against Carter Wildman from Columbia City. They're in the third period, and Hilger is leading 1-0. And we got a tie in the fifth place match, Sam Hudson and Jalen Carr. Hudson from Concordia, Carr from Northrop, and they too in the third period. Now it looks like Hudson's gone ahead 5-4, and they got a minute 15 remaining in their match. Hilger and Wireman now tied at 1. Again, the top 4 finishers in each weight class move on to the regionals next week. So the 4 youngsters in each weight class who move on, they have all been determined. And the youngsters wrestling here for fifth place, this is for both of them their last match of the season. And 6-5 now, Jalen Carr has taken the lead over Sam Hudson. And is that match over? I thought the straps are off. And do we have a pin there? Yes, indeed. Jalen Carr for Northrop got the pin in the fifth place match at 170. Third place match still going, and we're down to 30 seconds with Carter Wireman from Columbia City leading Henry Hilger from Bishop Dwenger 2-1. And we're down to 26 seconds, so that one's going down to the wire. As the legendary Red Barber might have said, that match is tighter than a new pair of shoes on a rainy day. We're down to 15 seconds. Wireman and Hilger, 10 seconds. And Wireman, did he get the 2 points? He did, and that will pretty much seal the deal there. He'll win the match 4-1, 2 seconds, 1 second. And Carter Wireman finishes in third place at 170 pounds. Now to the podium for the 160-pound ceremony. Again, Brett Windmiller. All right, folks, we're up to 182 pounds. We have Austin Leach from Garrett with the green strap. Solomon Barrero from Columbia City with the red strap. Leach has got the gray siglet. Barrero's got the gold siglet. 182-pound championship. They're both seniors. Leach today has a technical fall and a pin, so his record is now 27-5 for the season. Barrera has a pin as well as a major decision. His record is 13-11. No scoring yet. We've wrestled 32 seconds in this 182-pound championship match. Austin Leach in the gray, Solomon Barrera in the gold, and still no scoring through 45 seconds. Nobody's been able to get an advantage yet. Leach tries a different attack here. And they go back at it. Under a minute to go now in the first period. Still no score. This is the 182-pound championship in the IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectionals for 2019. Hope you're enjoying the action on SummitCitySports.com. We'll be right back here next Saturday for the regionals. And now a move by Barrera. He went for a leg, but Leach blocked that, and still no scoring. Down to 25 seconds to go in this 182-pound championship match. Now Leach goes for a leg. Can he get the takedown recorded? He does. Austin Leach with a 2-point takedown late in the first period. And he'll take a 2-0 lead after one in this battle of seniors at 182 pounds. So Leach is going to the down position here to start the second period. Barrera will be on top. Leach with a 2-0 lead thanks to that takedown in the closing seconds of the opening period. He went for the escape there, but Barrera holds on. Barrera gets him back down to the mat. Leach stands up, gets the escape now, and goes up 3-0. 15 seconds into the second period. So Leach with a 3-0 lead. A takedown and an escape. Clock winds down to 1:35 to go in the second. No advantage here at the present time. They're right in front of the scorer's table. Look out, fellas. During the Michigan wrestling team finals last year, they put the wrestlers up on a platform. We were below the mats, and there were a couple of times I almost had a couple of guys in my lap. They do tend to get close to you there when they get to the edge. 1:08 remaining here in the second period. It's Austin Leach for Garrett, still with a 3-0 lead. No advantage here just yet. Now Leach gets the 2-point takedown and builds his lead to 5-0. So Leach has had the momentum since he scored that 2-point takedown late in the first period. He's added to that takedown with an escape and another takedown to build up a 5-0 lead, and he's in firm control as we come down to 30 seconds to go in the second period. Austin Leach going for his 28th victory of the season. And he's trying to drive that shoulder. Now he tries to drive the other shoulder down. Barrera now in hang-on mode, but Leach got him. Leach got him with 13 seconds to go in the second period, so that'll be a pin at 3:47 for Austin Leach. His second pin of the day, and Austin Leach wins the sectional championship at 182 pounds. The match over here to our left, still ongoing. That's the third place match. That's Kyler Bills, a sophomore from Carroll, and Landon Keener, a sophomore from Cherubusco. They're tied 1-1 with 1:02 remaining in that match, so we'll keep it here. And, well, we're going to have a situation here apparently involving a blood situation for Keener. This will give us time to tell you that Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. So the problem has been taken care of for Landon Keener from Cherubusco, and this third place match at 182 resumes. Kyler Bills, a sophomore. Landon Keener, also a sophomore for Cherubusco. And they're tied 1-1. 50 seconds left in regulation. Nobody with an advantage here. Keener got a 1-point escape in the second period. And Bill scored a 1-point escape in the third period. That's been all the scoring in this particular match. 39 seconds to go now. In regulation, tied 1-1. This is the third place match at 182 pounds. Here are the IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectionals for 2019, down to 30 seconds, and that match may be going into an overtime situation. To the edge they go, down to 20 seconds. Next guy to get a takedown perhaps wins. 15 seconds to go. Now down to 10 seconds, and nobody has gotten an advantage here. 5 seconds, and that match looks like it's going to go to overtime. It will. Tied 1-1. The third place match at 182. So they got the attention of everybody. Now that's the only match going on. We go to the overtime fourth period. 1 minute overtime period. Still tied 1-1. Each guy with a 1-point escape. That's been it. So it's basically sudden death now. First guy that gets points wins. They're at the edge. Back onto the mat they come. 30 seconds. Bill's made a move. Trying for the legs. Keener says, no, you're not going to get those. And off the mat they go. We're down to 24 seconds. Back to the middle they come. 20 seconds to go in the overtime fourth period. And again, neither guy can get that crucial takedown to win the match. We're down to 10 seconds. Looks like we're going to a fifth period. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and still tied 1-1 after the first overtime. So we'll go to a flip. Green chooses down. 30 seconds. 30-second overtime period now. Can he get the escape? Can he break the hold? Yes, he does. 2-1, 20 seconds. Down to 13 seconds. Kyler Bills with the lead. And it looks like he's going to hold on. 2 seconds, 1 second, and Kyler Bills wins the third place match at 182. All right, to the podium. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. One more 30-second period. I'm sorry. I was getting ahead of myself there. Bills with a 2-1 lead. In overtime, off the mat they go, down to 21 seconds. Kyler Bills 2, Landon Keener 1. 18 seconds. Bills getting the 1-point escape to take the lead here in overtime. Trying to hold on now. Keener, can he get the escape? Bills holds on. 8 seconds. 7. Off the mat they go. 7 seconds. And both guys are gassed right now, believe me. They are both running on fumes. 7 seconds to go. I tell you what, these two guys are going to sleep good tonight. The way they've battled here in this third place match. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Looks like Kyler Bills is going to hold on, and he does. To finish in third place. Boy, what a tough, grinding match that was. All right, to the podium now for the 170-pound ceremony. And again, our PA announcer, Brett Windmiller.
Your runner-up from Carroll, Matt Lepper, and your 2019 IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectional Champion from Carroll, Clayton Fielding. 195.
All right, moving on to the 195-pound match. Charlie Agnew from Huntington North with the red strap, and Alan Ives from Carroll with the green strap. Agnew, a senior. And so far today, he has a pair of pinfall victories, both first period victories, I might add. One at 55 seconds, another one at 1:16. So he has a sparkling record of 35-1 so far this season. Alan Ives from Carroll. Today he has scored 2 pinfalls, and he is 22-8, but Agnew trying to make quick work of Ives there. Gets a takedown and a 3-point near fall and builds a 5-0 lead. 39 seconds gone. Agnew on top, Ives in the bottom. Ives tries to sit down, but Agnew will have none of that. Charlie Agnew, what a season he's having for Huntington North. And he's got Ives under control. There's the pin in 55 seconds. So Agnew with pinfalls today of 55 seconds, 1:16 and 55 seconds. Talk about making quick work of your opponents. Charlie Agnew with a very impressive day as he wins the sectional championship at 195 pounds for Huntington North. So with that quick pinfall, why don't we step aside here as the action continues at 195 in the other matches. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Carroll High School Wrestling Sectionals. The Charger Dome, the site again for this year's sectional tournament, as next week's tournament also, the regionals. Jim Measle here, along with Thad Goff and Joe Hacker. We're almost done with the 195-pound weight class, it looks like, as we have a near fall situation on the far mat. Before the break, we saw a very impressive pinfall by Huntington North's Charlie Agnew. 3 pins in the day, and that pinfall wraps up the 195-pound class. So let's go to the podium for the 182-pound ceremony.
Place winners. 6th place from East Side, Jackson Whitmer. 5th place from Northrop, James Jones. 4th place from Cheryl Esco, Candace Peter. 3rd place from Carroll, Tyler Bills. Your runner-up from Columbia City, Solomon Ferreira. And your 2019 IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectional Champion from Carroll, Austin Lee. 220.
All right, 220-pound championship match now. We have Christian Graft with the red strap from Huntington North against Eastside's Keegan Miller, who has the green strap. Underway at 220 pounds. Graft with a couple of victories today, including a very close win in the semifinal round. He brings a record of 26-8 into this sectional championship match. Miller for Eastside has 2 pins today. His record is 23-10. Graft a senior, Miller a junior. Miller's got the green siglet and white siglet. Off the mat they go, and they were battling after the whistle. Christian Graff in the dark siglet for Huntington North. No scoring yet. They've wrestled for nearly 40 seconds. Neither guy can get an advantage yet. The team scoring, Carroll in first place with 232 points. Huntington North is second with 180.5. Garrett is third with 158.5. Columbia City fourth, 156.5. So what a battle between Garrett and Columbia City for third place in the sectionals. Hey, third is better than fourth, right? 54 seconds to go in this opening period. IHSAA Wrestling Sectionals here at Carroll High School for 2019. Coming your way on SummitCitySports.com. Hope you're enjoying the action. We'll be back here next Saturday for a complete schedule of upcoming events here on SummitCitySports.com. We invite you to go to our website for the complete schedule. Going to be in a very busy time of the year with all the basketball tournaments. The girls tournament starting up here in this next week. Boys tournament just around the corner. There's Christian Graff taking control now, getting the first points in the match with that takedown. 15 seconds to go in the first period. And Graff grabs a 2-0 lead in this championship match at 220 pounds. Sectional championship match at 220. And this first period is coming to an end. Christian Graff of Huntington North leading Keegan Miller of Eastside 2-0. Just one more weight class after this. Graff be on the bottom and Miller will be on top to start the second period. Graff moved too soon for the officials' taste, so we'll do it all over again. Graff trying to stand up and get the 1-point escape. Miller's trying to hold on, and Graff gets the escape. That's just sure power right there that Christian Graff displayed. Powered his way out of that hold. And he now grabs a 3-0 lead. 1:40 left in the second period. Graff going for a leg. Miller gives him nothing. Miller gets back up to his feet. No advantage for either guy right now, and they let each other go. We'll start all over again. 1:20 left in the second period. Oh, nice move by Miller. Miller gets a 2-point takedown. So Miller gets his first points in the match and gets 2 more points for the near fall. And all of a sudden, Keegan Miller has a 4-3 lead. Graff gets an escape, 1 point there, and we are tied at 4. Points flying all over the place in the last 30 seconds. Miller again gets Graff to the mat. Gets the takedown. Gets a near fall. Has Graff in trouble and sticks him. Give that man 6 points. And Keegan Miller, after falling behind, comes back and gets the pin in 3 minutes and 12 seconds. So Keegan Miller wins the sectional title for Eastside at 220 pounds. Looks like we got another match about ready to finish up over there as we got a near fall situation. That's in the 5th place match. Ian Clifford and Alex Ratsky, and there's the pin for Ian Clifford from Columbia City. All right, to the podium for the 195ers. All right, the final weight class of the day, the 285ers. And in the championship match, Chase Leeper from Eastside and Reeve Muncie from Carroll. Leeper is a junior, Muncie is a sophomore. Leeper today has a couple of victories, including a pinfall at 158. So his record now 34-3 this season. Reeve won a 1-0 thriller in his semifinal match. And he also has a pin in 42 seconds, so he brings a record of 33-4 into this championship match at 285. And Reeve Muncie gets the 2-point takedown to start things off. They go off the mat. We'll come back to the middle. 1:35 to go in the opening period. They credit Leeper with a 1-point escape before the whistle. And so Muncie has a 2-1 lead over Leeper. 1:25 to go in the first period here at 285, our final weight class of the day.
220-pound place winners to the awards area, 220 to the awards area.
Nobody with an advantage right now. Again, Reeve Muncie had a very close 1-0 decision in his semifinal match, a match that went right down to the wire, obviously. Less than a minute to go here in this opening period. Nobody with an advantage right now. 45 seconds to go in the first period. We'll be back with you next Saturday here at the Charger Dome at Carroll High School for the IHSAA Regional Tournament. This sectional, as well as the teams from the New Haven sectional, feeding into the Carroll Regional next Saturday. Now 20 seconds to go in the first period. Muncie went for a leg. And again, nobody with an advantage, and off the mat they go. We're down to 12 seconds. So nobody's been able to gain control here in the last minute or so after Muncie scored a 2-point takedown. And a 1-point escape was awarded to Leeper. First period comes to an end with Reeve Muncie on top, 2-1. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Leeper on top, Muncie on the bottom, and Muncie gets the escape. Check that, I was mixing up my, no. The board was wrong for a moment. Muncie got the 1-point escape, and now the board is correct. 3-1 favor Muncie. It's been a long day, you know. They've been going at it since 8 o'clock this morning. It's been over 7 hours since we started, so folks are a little bit groggy right now, I would imagine, including the scorekeepers. 1:28 to go in the second period. 3-1. Reeve Muncie with the lead over Chase Leeper. Wow, they were off the mat a good ways, and finally they stopped action. 1:18 to go in the second period. Muncie 3, Leeper 1. Reeve Muncie from Carroll, Chase Leeper from Eastside. Clock winds down to 1:05 to go in period number 2. Both guys perhaps a little bit fatigued after this long day of wrestling. You know, Muncie had that match that went the distance. Leeper had a forfeit and a 2-minute pinfall, so he may be the fresher of the two. We'll see. But right now, Muncie with a 3-1 lead. Oh, what a move by Muncie. Leeper counters. They get back to their feet, and no points are awarded. 30 seconds to go in the second period. Muncie still with his 3-1 lead. Looks over at the clock. We wind down to 20 seconds to go in the second period. Nobody with an advantage. Down to 15 seconds to go in period number 2. And this one has the makings of going the distance. 10 seconds to go in the second period. This might be the last match of the day, the way things are going. Second period expires. Reeve Muncie 3, Chase Leeper 1. As we get ready for the final 2 minutes, Leeper will be on the bottom, Muncie will be on top. We'll have 2 more weight ceremonies after this match, and Carroll's going to win the sectional title. They have 234 points. Huntington North is second, 186.5. Garrett third, 162.5. Columbia City fourth, 156.5. Leeper tries for the escape, and Muncie drives him back down to the mat, and the Carroll coaching staff happy with that. 1:48 to go in regulation. Muncie holding on to his 3-1 lead. He's still on top. Leeper on the bottom. Muncie maintains control, but he's got to be careful now as Leeper got to his feet. Leeper got Muncie over, but Muncie reverses it. They give Leeper a 1 point for an escape to cut the lead to 3-2. And Muncie in turn gets 2 points for a takedown. And now Muncie goes ahead 5-2. All of a sudden, an explosion of activity. 1:11 to go in the match. And this crowd, it's what's left of this crowd really getting into it. Leeper awarded a 1 point escape. Cuts the lead to 5-3. Under a minute to go. Muncie 5, Leeper 3. 50 seconds to go in this sectional championship match at 285. Still a 5-3 lead for Muncie. Clock winds down to 40 seconds. Nobody with an advantage right now. Down to 35 seconds. Leeper looks at the clock. We're down to 30 seconds. He's got to do something in a hurry here. 25 seconds. Muncie keeps him off of him. Down to 20 seconds. They're at the edge of the mat. We're down to 15 seconds. Leeper got him down. And they're off the mat with 13 seconds. No points. No points awarded. We'll go to a standing position. Both guys with nothing left in the gas tank. Boy, Leeper went for a takedown, didn't get it. Muncie gets the 2 point takedown, and that should do it. Reeve Muncie will close the show with a 7-3 decision over Chase Leeper. He helps Leeper to his feet. They shake hands. That's good to see. 2 Warriors right there, boy. And now we go to the podium for the 220-pound wrestlers and their ceremony. All right, we'll have the ceremony for the 285-pounders here shortly. We'll give her the team standings. For sure, Carroll's won the championship with this sectional with 234 points. I don't know if they figured in the 285-pound results yet into the team standings, but Carroll finished first with 234. Huntington North second, 188.5. Garrett third, 162.5. Columbia City fourth, 160.5. Dwenger was fifth with 133.5. Eastside sixth with 109. Cherubusco seventh with 103. Northrop eighth with 49.5 points. Concordia ninth with 42 points. Whitco 10th with 10 points. And we'll have the ceremony for the 285-pounders here in just a moment. Once again, today's broadcast has been brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'd like to thank our sponsors once again, Parkview Sports Medicine, Kelly Automotive Group, also Indiana Wesleyan University, Big Eyed Fish, the University of St. Francis, and Kurt's Meal. We're still getting things organized there for the 285, and we'll get to that ceremony in just a moment. Hope you enjoyed the action today on SummitCitySports.com. Don't forget, if you'd like to make a donation, click the donation tab on our website, SummitCitySports.com. Some folks have done that. We appreciate that greatly. And again, for upcoming events that we're going to be covering here on SummitCitySports.com, check out our schedule on our Facebook page, and also keep up to speed on all Fort Wayne High School sports. Also keep track of former Fort Wayne High School athletes as they make their way through college sports. Okay, I think we're about ready to get going there with the 285 ceremony. So we'll go over to the podium one last time this afternoon. So it looks like we're still waiting for one guy to show up over there. That was quite a championship match between Chase Leeper and Reeve Muncie. That was a battle with Muncie winning 7-3, and I really liked the way they congratulated each other at the end. Sometimes you see in wrestling one guy lose and he gets frustrated, stomps around, throws the headgear, but it was really good to see those two guys show respect for one another. All right, to the podium we go, and Brent Windmiller.
And your 2019 IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectional Champion from Carroll, Reeve Muncie.
All right, folks, that's pretty much the story today from the 2019 IHSAA Carroll Wrestling Sectionals. Hope you enjoyed the action. Carroll Chargers winning the sectional title here. Huntington North second, Garrett third, Columbia City fourth, and Bishop Dwenger in fifth place. We'll be right back here next Saturday for the IHSAA Regionals here at Carroll High School. Hopefully you can join us then. Well, that's the story today. Thanks again to our director, Thad Goff, and our cameraman, Joe Hacker, and thanks to all of you for logging on today. Until next Saturday, I'm Jim Measles saying, have a good day, everybody.